Hey everyone, this is Hari and I'm looking forward to showing you guys what our Simpro to Safety Culture integration looks like and what it does. Here's a full summary. Starting with why do you want to use Safety Culture with Simpro? Now there's many reasons. Simpro has eForms which works for certain use cases, but Safety Culture just does things better as a pure inspection safety app. It has tens of thousands of templates that you can simply download and customize. You've got unlimited sort of conditional logic that you can implement. So if you've got really deep and complex forms, you can build all of that conditional logic into those. You've got a lot of better reporting and analytics that you can get from the safety culture inspections as compared to any other inspection app out there. A lot of people also use it for scalability, wherein you can scale the organization by having contractors and external field staff on safety culture, where internal staff and the admin staff use Simpro internally. You've got better integrations into other apps like SharePoint, Google Drive, and other places where you want to send that inspection data into. Typical use cases include safety forms, calibration certificates, any kind of field data collection forms. Here's how the integration does work. It basically extracts the Simpro job IDs and makes them available in safety culture. Once the ID is selected and the inspection is completed, we go back into Simpro and fetch all of the 150 plus job fields plus any custom fields and bring that into safety culture and complete the inspection and then generate the PDF report and send that back into Simpro as a job attachment. So it's a full two-way sync that runs essentially every minute, integrating the two. Here's an example of the kind of information that you can pair from Simpro into safety culture. We've got basically any field that's in a Simpro job, be it customer, date, site, settings fields, any of the standard fields or custom fields in Simpro jobs can be pushed over from Simpro into safety culture inspections. Here's a few things about our integration per se. It's basically running an instant per minute sync. The moment you create a job in Simpro, every minute that listing gets updated in safety culture. It's fully automatic once set up. There's nothing for you to come in and trigger the sync. It automatically runs based on triggers happening in both systems. You can run multiple inspections per job. You don't need to be limited to one inspection. You can do multiple inspections. You can customize the reports to your heart's content with all of the information that comes from Simpro. You've got independent permission management in both the apps. So Simpro can have completely different permission set, and the same can be said about safety culture. It's ideal for managing, as I said before, subcontractors and temps, so that you can give people access to certain apps only and not the others. In general, this is how it works. You create a job in Simpro, we take the ID and we add that to safety culture in a thing called the global response set. Once that global response set is chosen in an inspection, we update the job fields in that inspection from data that's coming in from Simpro. When that inspection is completed, we take the completed PDF and we push that into Simpro as an attachment to that job. That's in general how that works. About us, SyncEzy, we are a SOC 2 Type 2 certified company. It just means that we take care of your data security. We've been an official partner of Simpro for the last 6 years. We're an official safety culture partner. We've got 50 plus deep integrations built and we are here to support you. Hi, we'll just go through the demo of the Simpro to Safety Culture integration today. So if I just show you here, here is my Simpro account. I've just created this job. These jobs, they're actually integrated via the SyncEzy system into safety culture. So when I go into my safety culture account, there is essentially a global response set that allows us to use those jobs. So I can, as a technician, I can just go into my electrical, I can just go into my inspections and I can simply start an inspection from a template. So I can go in here and say electrical safety inspection and then start the inspection. Now we've got a whole bunch of information in here, customer name, given name, etc. All of these can simply be left empty and we directly go in and select the data. So I'm just going in and selecting the Simpro job, and we go in and we can leave essentially everything that comes from Simpro. We can leave all of this blank. We don't need to touch any of this. We can just go next and we can start doing simply the inspection as needed. So let's say we go ahead, I'm just doing this on the computer, but obviously this is something that the technician will be doing on the field. And again, you can embed, you can use safety culture like you would normally. You can have all kinds of conditional logic and smarts built in. We will, for the moment, we will just go in and do this. And once that inspection is completed, if I can view the report, and here's the report. These fields are currently empty. All of the job related fields are currently empty. This is the data from Simpro. As you can see, the data from Simpro is currently empty. But if I give it about 2 minutes, all of this data will now be uploaded back from Simpro into here. If I go into Simpro, all I've selected here is the job number 2171, which was this one here, 2171, and any information from here, all of this information will get populated into this particular area. So I've just come back in and looked at this job. I can also actually go back in. So any information from Simpro, if I simply go into my inspection and I just hit refresh, you'll see that information data from Simpro is actually updated. All of this, as you can see, all of these questions were left empty at the time of the inspection creation, but all of these details have now been filled in from Simpro back into here. So this is an example of, and that includes custom fields as well as standard fields. So all of that information has been backfilled in iAuditor. And if we look at the Simpro job, there's now the attachment from that. Inspection. If I go into that attachment, we have actually got all of that data from Simpro now available in the inspection. The rest of it is whatever the technician has filled out, but we've also got on the top, this is basically all of the data from Simpro. And you can simply pair more than 150 fields directly from Simpro into your inspection. All you need to do is, in the field pairing, we've got different categories of fields, site details, job details, etc. You just decide on one certain naming for that field, and once you've decided that naming, just use that name as your safety culture question. And as long as you use that name, the system will automatically go in and backfill your inspection with the data that we get from Simpro. And that includes everything. You can have all the financial information, or you can exclude that. You can actually include any contract details, any of the job custom fields, any of the customer details, address, site information, contact number, phone number, all of those kinds of things. It's all available. Anything that's available on the job will now be available in the inspection. Thank you. That's an overview of the Simpro to Safety Culture integration.